Taurus. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. We are going to start with your element, only one element card that I'm going to start with here, Taurus. And then we're going to get into the tarot/oracles, and then we'll have one more oracle after this. So let's see what's coming out here for you, Taurus. Let's see. This is for Taurus. We're going to get two, and we're going to push these to the side in a minute. So this is for you, Taurus. Now, what comes at the bottom of the deck is trine. That is so Taurus. We're going to read that in a minute. We're going to see what comes out with these other two first. All right. Oh, wow. I think that this was the first one that came out. So this goes hand in hand with what I've been seeing here for you, Taurus. I love this. And I'm going to read this on the card because I want this to resonate with everyone. And this is going to hit you in some kind of way, Taurus. Okay, so a semi-sextile basically means like a smooth flowing energy. Okay, this could actually bring certain things into your life, which I'm about to read to you. Here it says allowing, okay? Opportunities with effort. It says energies that attract. It also talks about a lack of ease, a potential for growth and temper. So the only reason why here where it says a lack of ease is if it's squared. Okay, so it's going to give you the good and bad on all the cards. So this could be something here where a semi-sextile is like something happening for you without having to put that much effort into it. But for some of you, it says there's an opportunity that will come in here for you, but you still have to put some type of pep in your step. You still have to put an effort into it, that type of thing. It's not going to be handed to you. However, the trine at the bottom of the deck is different. So that's the reason why I know that this is good. There's going to be some type of opportunity that's going to come in here that's going to end up working in your favor. Here it talks about you're going to be attracting people towards you. Certain types of situations are going to be, coming towards you. So this is good. It says this is a potential for growth, and that's growth in different areas of your life. So here with semi-sextile, I'm going to put this to the side, and I might as well read trine because trine is in harmony with that. Here it says the trine brings luck. This is that flow energy that I was just talking about. Easy flow. Okay. Here it talks about talents, indulgences. So Taurus, effortlessness, right? So this goes back to this. Remember, this card says opportunity with effort. And I said, I do believe that you have to put some effort in it. But I saw this trine which says that you don't have to, really. This is effortless. Okay, these type of opportunities that are going to come in here for you. Here it says this brings harmony and ease into your life. It says no friction and benefits. So the reason why I say it's lazy, because it's almost like you don't have to do anything and things start to fall into your lap. That's basically what this means. Do you have to put in effort? Yes. And that's the reason why I like the fact that semi-sextile came out. It's like, okay, yeah, things may come to you a little bit easier, but don't get it twisted. Like things still need to be taken care of. Things still need to be done here. Okay, so this is what I'm saying here with the trine and that semi-sextile. Now, you did have fire element, and this is an actionable card. Here with fire element, it says passion, sudden events, dramatic events, instant attraction, assertiveness, something coming in fast, clearing, courage, spontaneity, and desire. Now, like I said before, this is going to hit the people who are going to watch this coming in later in some way, shape, or form, okay? It could be a few of these things all at once, but this is definitely going to happen. I love the fact that the instant attraction is there because I know a lot of people are having a hard time finding people that they like automatically. I've been hearing that from you guys. But I do feel like this is definitely coming from, some kind of like instant attraction, spontaneity, desire. But I also feel like you got to be careful with being too assertive or seemingly aggressive or dealing with people who are aggressive here. Because fire can deal with fights, it can deal with anger, that type of stuff. And even if it's not being, like if no one can see it on the outside, it could happen on the inside. Maybe there's some type of resentment that you could have here, okay? You could also be dealing with a fire sign. So you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, okay? Or you may have those in your chart. So we're going to push this to the side, okay? We're going to push this to the side. And I also like the fact that I almost forgot this. It says benefits. I'm not sure if I said that. Okay, benefits. Or something that's going to come in here that's going to be very beneficial to you. That's the reason why trine is really good, because that's the reason why it says it brings in blessings for you and it brings in luck. Now let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading. Now this is going to be, these are only cards I'm going to use until the end. These cards are really huge and it's hard for me to shuffle in front of the camera, so please forgive me for that. But we're going to be reading each card at a time, okay? So that's the card deck I'm going to be using. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Taurus. Ooh, one card at a time, please. Oh, you guys had release. I thought it was more than one. So you guys had release and the Seven of Cups. Let's start with this one. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that could be holding you back. Now, I like the fact that the Seven of Cups is coming out at the bottom of the deck, because this is saying, release this, please, and allow these opportunities to flow. Now, why do I say flow? Because you had the trine. You get what I'm saying? You had the trine. So it's telling you to do something in order for you to receive something. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not. Right. We're going to get to that in a minute. But there is something that's coming. And it even says it. Endings that lead to new beginnings. Right. It says release that situation that you've been experiencing or people that could be holding you back. This is a spiritual transformation. And the reason why it's a spiritual transformation, because you're doing something that you wouldn't normally do. This is a part of the rebellion. Okay. This is a rebellious spirit. Not only that, this is Scorpio. So you have had life-changing situations and you don't have any other choice but to see the new. Okay, that's what this is saying. Now let's go ahead. Let's get to these Seven of Cups. And this is what I was talking about with these opportunities. It says that you're going to have to make a choice or a decision. Okay. It says stop procrastinating or overanalyzing over a person, over a situation, and make a decision. Okay, so some of you guys are like, what should I do? You're delaying a situation or you're overthinking, that type of thing. It says that you will be getting clarity, because I feel like there is some confusion here, but that Scorpio energy is going to change that I can tell you. Here it says you're going to get clarity on what you desire and move forward. Now, this has been your problem. There's just too many things on your plate. There's too many things to think about. You don't know how to get clarity. People have put things in your head. Okay, you have put more on yourself than you could possibly bear. And I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying that's just what's happening. You hear how you see here it says too many options. It's just too much. Okay, so it says, you know, you're going to have to actually start to like alleviate yourself from some things that have been weighing you down. And it could be addictions as well. Okay, so releasing, letting go of many things that are not great for you, that are not good for you. People, patterns, negative thinking, 3 or 4 jobs that you don't necessarily need. Okay, you got the money, but you are obsessed with having it. Okay, it's just, again, we're talking about something that's being weighed on you and it's too much. And it's causing a lot of scattered energy and a lot of confusion. Okay, so now with that fire element, I see why it's there, because here it says the Seven of Cups could be bringing in a lot of trauma or drama that you don't necessarily need in your life. The fire sign, the fire element talks about clearing it out. So both of these cards even talk about the clearing. Here, fire, clearing, burning something. Okay, and the release is also clearing. Okay, so your element here is that a lot of you guys are holding on to things, people, situations that you need to let go of, even resentment, like I said before. Okay, you need to wash that away. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep going. This is going to be for Taurus. We're going to see what else is coming out here for you, Taurus. This is for Taurus. All right. Oh, look at this. You guys have the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. There's your luck. There it is right there. What does it say? Effortless. Because you are really good at something, and that's going to be different for everybody, your talents, okay, It talks about how a lot of you guys are really good managers. You're really good at writing. You're really good at singing. You're really good at whatever it is that you do. You're able to bring in money. Okay? And if that has not been happening, it looks like it will. All right? The only thing I want, there's a caution here. You do have this up and down energy, which I haven't been seeing for you. But because we do have this planetary change with so many planets, I don't know what that's going to be aspecting for some of you in your chart. I don't know. But you just have to be aware of it, because the money that you have today could be amazing. It could be great. You can have a lot of it. But you probably do need to know what's happening with you, because I do see up and down. And that's usually a 2-year thing. But of course, that's not for everybody. Okay? That does not deal with everybody. But this is something very beneficial. Now, let me show you. You had the King of Pentacles, so this is really good. Let's see what it says. Accomplished. Okay? This is you. And this is also people who can come in your life. I like the fact that it talks about someone's very compassionate, okay? Charismatic and grounded. Now, here it says a great time for success, financial security, and prosperity. This is the Midas touch. Everything you touch will turn into gold or beautify. A supportive parent or a spouse. A good person. Now, this could be a good person just in general, on a love, friend, or someone that's just beneficial to you, okay? So I really like this energy here with the King of Pentacles. This is really good. But you see that he came after the Seven of Cups. So just as much as there's so many things that you have to worry about, there's also many opportunities that you're going to get in order for you to grow, okay? I do see addictions here, because we saw indulgences earlier. So for some of you, again, it's like maybe drinking, okay? Or something that you're consuming. Some of you guys are eating things that you know you shouldn't be eating, and the doctor told you not to do that, okay? So I just want you to be mindful when it comes to your health. Not saying that it is a health issue, but it could be a health issue, right? If you are doing some things, you could be non-compliant. Okay, because we talk about health in your Zooms. That's if you want to. And I can tell when you're non-compliant, because that's what I used to do for a living. I'm like, okay, well, why are you doing that? Right? Like, this is for your benefit. Okay, so some of you guys are in this energy where you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And even emotionally and mentally, the universe is saying stay away from something, and you're not staying away from it. Okay, so that King of Pentacles is like, hey, like, we need to ground you. We need to get you back to reality. Okay, because something is happening here, and that could be a Saturn energy. It doesn't have to be, but it could be, because remember, the King of Pentacles could be Capricorn, it could be Virgo, or it could be Taurus. So you want it to be more so pleasurable, but it could end up being something that you don't want it to be if you do not listen. Now here with the Ten of Pentacles, this is what I'm saying. Money is great, but there's still this element of this up and down. I don't know why I'm sensing that. It says financial security for yourself and your family. And again, this could be people, a spouse that you may marry into, or someone in general that you could be joining forces with. Inheritance or retirement, peace and contentment in your life. Hello. This is you honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, and passing on knowledge. I love it. This is so good. A lot of you are being kind of separated, or being like reserved. And so you're wondering why things are not working out the way you want them to work out. You're kind of wondering, like, why are you feeling alone, or why is it that the only thing that you do is work, right? You're like, okay, right now, life is starting to get a little boring. Okay, life is starting to get a little monotonous. I need some excitement. And so I love this, because the fire element is showing you, if you've been experiencing this monotony, if you've been experiencing this lackluster life, fire is like, okay, I'm about to come in here. I'm going to help you with that. All right. I'm going to give you something to be excited about. That's why I even mentioned spontaneity, something that kind of comes out of the blue that you're going to be dealing with, or someone who can come in who is going to be an instant attraction. Okay. Or passion. That's sex. Maybe that hasn't happened. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing that here for you, which is a really good thing. I'm also seeing that you guys are not just with the health element, but also the way that you look, the way that you feel about yourself. There's something that you're changing. I don't know if it's your hair. I don't know if it's your weight. You may move into a different house. You may buy a new car because all of a sudden now you just feel sexy. Okay. You feel confident about you because you're not indulging anymore. You know, there again, I keep seeing this thing where some of you guys are overdoing it, and you just got to be careful about that. So I do see exercise a little bit more in this reading as well, something that you're going to be doing. So I do see a little bit more health conscious, and it's more so on the like herbal kind of side where you're getting more into like healthy herbalistic medicines. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much, but that's what I'm saying, especially if you guys have been having health concerns. Let's keep going here for Taurus. Definitely starting to feel sexy about yourself. This is for Taurus. Oh, that's the Four of Wands. So you guys had the Four of Wands and you had the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We're going to talk about it. Look at this. It says so much to celebrate. So much to celebrate. Here it says you are sending gratitude to the divine and the angels. This is you on your knees. And I'm telling you, there's something here that's happening. There's this fire it's like you're coming out of the fire and there's this ashy smoke, meaning that you just got out of this. Or for some of you, you're going to be just now coming out. Have you ever, like, you know, if you've ever had a fire, you smelled it, you can smell it on your clothes. You can still smell it. And so the universe is like, I'm about to renew you, take those clothes off, take that off, right? And the very fact of what you're about to experience, you have no other choice but to literally praise God. Or praise whoever you want to praise, right? You're like, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is what I'm seeing here. And I don't know what's happening. But the money is here because the next sentence says, because you are and will be experiencing peace and prosperity. That's the third card that talk about your money and your stability. Now, does that mean every Taurus is going to experience that? No. You have to know what's going on with you individually. I tell y'all this all the time, okay? And there is this thing of this up and down. For some of you, you have to be mindful because money could be so good. You can have 6 months, money is amazing. And then the next month, that money that you saved up, you have to rely on that. So just, you know, be mindful of that. But for some of you, no, it's just good. You are stable. You don't have too much of a worry when it comes down to your money. And the last sentence here talks about peace and contentment in your personal life. You see that home? Maybe you're not really at peace with where you live. Maybe you do want to expand where you live. Maybe you don't like your neighborhood. You don't like the people that you live with. Maybe there's some chaos in the home and it's basically saying, I need peace in my life. And if it takes me to move across seas, that's what I want to do. If it takes me to move, you know, literally to a different state, that's what I'm going to do. And a lot of you guys, you know, part of what I'm seeing with this Three of Wands is that, yeah, that could happen where you guys are thinking about moving somewhere where nobody can be around you to bug you. Okay. But I definitely see a lot of stability here in your reading, which is amazing. Okay. Now you guys have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is also making me feel that for some of you, there is this long, like overseas travel for a few of you guys. You could be also dealing with someone who is foreign. Okay. That's anybody that's foreign. So like, even if they live here, they were born somewhere else. They still kind of have an accent. Okay. They may not have one, but they kind of do, or their parents definitely have one. Okay. So I do feel like some of you guys could be dealing with a foreigner. The Three of Wands is, again, that expansion energy that I always talk about, that expansion. And here it says, you have the means now to plan for the future. This is long-term planning and what is coming towards you. Now, I like the fact that the Four of Wands is talking about your house, your home. That's your heart. There could be someone who I personally see that's going to come in here that's going to make you feel like you are welcomed. You know, this is not anybody that not saying that you forced anyone's hand, but you guys all know how you can be in someone's life and it's like, do you want me here? You don't have to ask that question. That's not going to be a question you have to ask, because this person is like, come on in, right? And that is also expansion, okay? So it says, here it is again, abundance from the choices, the good choices that you make. That's why it's very important that you guys do this now, because like I said, some of you guys, there are some things that you're going to have to let go of, but it's based on you. Because some of you, you may not be able to let go of certain addictions, or you don't believe in yourself. And you're like, well, why didn't that happen for me? And it's like, it's not even clicking. But does it have to be as obvious as drinking? No, it's any kind of addiction. Something that you are prioritizing over your well-being. There's something here that you are prioritizing over your well-being, and you are not consciously aware of it. So here it says, your abundance is going to come from your personal choices. Here it says you're going to have pride in the success that you make. And it says, be patient as you decide what's next. So a lot of you guys, this is going to be a part of what you're going to experience. Don't rush too quickly, or don't make, hasty decisions here with this fire. Hasty decisions, don't do it. Okay. I know it's talked about fast and spontaneity, but with certain things, you do want to think about it before you get yourself into something that you can't get out of, according to this read. So I'm loving this. Before I move on to your other two cards, let me just tell you what I see, and I'm just telling you. Make sure you guys exercise, please. Can you guys just make sure you exercise? Make sure you take care of your health, mental, body, and mind. Okay? A lot of negative thoughts that I see here, a lot of fear surrounding money. Okay? A lot of you guys are wanting to be self-employed. You're afraid about that, which I get, right? And I know that's the reason why you're not making, hasty decisions. But there's been a lot of poor timing and poor decisions that you've made in the past, which is the reason why some of you could be in a position that you're in. Okay, so just, but you're being told in a weird way with that Three of Wands to reach out for help. Now, I don't know what that means. It's not on this card. I'm just saying, I don't know what that means for you. I don't know if there's certain type of assistance that you may be needing, but we got to go to that semi-sextile in this trine. Because this is something happening to you and for you for your benefit. And a lot of you guys are too proud to ask. Even if it's spiritual advice, even if it's like going somewhere and getting some type of actual help that will help you financially, there may be something that you need to do. Even if it's therapy. But the pride may be getting in the way. Okay? I think that some of you guys are kind of suffering alone here, and there's something that needs to be done, because I do see so much hardship and maybe even some sadness. So I'm just going to throw that out there. That's what I see. Not really sure how that's going to hit you guys, but that's what I'm saying. Let's go ahead. This is for Taurus. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, scholars. Oh, you guys are brilliant. Let me just tell you what I'm saying. That Seven of Cups is going to offer in opportunities, again, that most of you don't believe will happen. You don't think that you are meant to receive it. A lot of you just don't. And you put on this front, you be pretending, that like that you deserve it, because you do, but you make other people believe that that's something that you're desiring or that you want. But a lot of y'all be faking. You don't think that you're going to get it. Which is the reason why the universe is basically having to tell you something over and over again, because it's trying to convince you. It's not trying to convince somebody else. It's saying that you can depend on yourself, because you will be able to. You're not going to have to depend on anybody else. Because the universe says, I'm going to bring something in here for you that's going to be harmonious. That's going to be at ease for you. Okay? That's what it's saying. A lot of you guys are in school, or you are going to be finishing school. That's going to help you. And it may be such a mess right now, which is the reason why the Seven of Cups is there. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to get my life together. Keep going. And then you get to this place of this Ten of Cups. That is crazy. a happy union. No matter how you define your connection with somebody, that's what you want. You want it to be happy filled. Here it is again, happily ever after, however that means for you, whatever that means for you. You are emotionally content. And it can be just you. It's so funny because I have two neighbors. And it's funny, when you read charts, you know that some people they want to be by themselves. They may have friends, they may go to work, they may have family, that type of stuff, but they are destined to be by themselves. And other people may look at them like they're weird, and it's like, no, that's just them. And both of them act alike. Have the same color car almost, different races, by the way. Not even the same race. Both of them have glasses, very nerdy. And it's not that they can't, because one person really can. It's just they are content within themselves. And it's the craziest thing you want to see. So when it says emotional contentment, it doesn't mean that somebody else is giving you that. It means that I'm good all by myself. Okay? Here it says a loving relationship with your children, raising children that are wise and make good decisions, and they're very successful. And it says this is also people that you can trust. God is in this reading, and I love that saying, I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible, where it says a cheerful giver. For you, this is what's happening, because you didn't have to get the trying, you didn't have to get that sextile, you didn't. This is being given to you. Okay? It just seems like you guys need to wake up for something. I don't know. Like I said before, it's just something that you believe. You need to wake up out of that. Let's go ahead. Let's get your last, your last, this one, and then we want to get your card for today. Let's get this here for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here. This is for Taurus. Ooh, okay. Might as well take it. Here it says, oh, 6 of Cups. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. And then you had the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, y'all. A lot of you guys are like children, child-centered. Maybe you work with children. Maybe you are really good uncles and aunts to your nieces and nephews. Maybe you had to take on someone else's kids. Maybe you had to take on your sisters or your brother's children. It's something like that. You guys have been very nurturing to children. And this also talks about your own inner child. And I know I don't want that to be this whole thing. Like every time you get on these tarot things, they're talking about the inner child. Okay, I'm just saying. How else can you be happy? You can't be happy if you haven't released what you've experienced as a child. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that you forget what happened to you. It means that in order for you to be free, there's something about the child here if it's not dealing with anybody else's children. It's dealing with you. Okay? That is a real thing. That is a fact. That's the reason why they talk about that. What did you experience when you were a child? That's sitting in your subconscious that you don't even know that's there. Childhood. Literally. Here it says revisiting old dreams or plans. Now this is crazy because there could be something that's triggering for you. Here you go about your day and you smell something. That happens to me all the time. I promise you. It'll be smells I haven't smelled since I was 10. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? I could be out and about somewhere. I don't know if somebody had on some cologne and it sat in the, sometimes it sits in the aisle. You be like, oh my God, I remember that smell. That is what happens when it says sometimes you start having old memories start going back. Now, for some of you, that could be like very traumatic. And some of you, it could be just something that's just like, oh my God, I remember those times. Okay. And some of you guys are just going back to the past, just your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, that type of stuff. But it says, embrace the inner child, take care of you, take care of that little person that was not taken care of before. Here it says the return of people or romances from your past. Do we do that? You want to know what you're telling me? And I'm saying we because I'm reading. I've been doing this all morning. Okay. I'm not a Taurus. I don't even have, I have nothing in my Taurus house. So not even remotely. That's an empty house, unfortunately. Okay. What are you guys going to tell this past person? You know, I think I've told you guys this before. I used to love you. I used to think that you were a soulmate. I used to think that I couldn't see life without you. That's what the Six of Cups is basically saying when it's a soulmate card. And you want to know what you're saying? I used to think that. I don't think that anymore. I used to think that. I don't think that anymore. It's time to move forward. And it's saying, do not romanticize the past or what it used to be, because when they come back up in here, okay, they can get a grip on you where you're not seeing things clearly. You don't see the past for what it really was. When they really didn't have enough time for you, they didn't show you love, it wasn't reciprocated, all that other stuff. And the only thing you could do at that time was just dream, because they didn't hand it to you. The only thing that you could do at that moment was just dream about it. And so now that you're at a place where you're releasing those old feelings and those old thoughts, you're releasing. And now this is why this is coming out. Okay, hello, now you're moving forward. Yay. Okay, now you're moving forward. Okay, but this is that warning with that Seven of Cups, stressed by many opportunities, or stressed by positive, anyway, stressed by too many things going on. But I love the fact that it says that there's a lot of positivity going on here. And it says, please don't be stressed out by all the positivity, because some people be overwhelmed by that. They be like, I'm overstimulated. And this part of the card for the Eight of Wands is saying you're overstimulated because you can't believe all this good shit is happening to you. Hello. Okay. Unexpected events or things happening very quickly. We saw that here with the fire element. It says the ability to multitask, or also here talks about travel for pleasure or business. That is what I'm saying. Hello, let's go ahead. Let's get your card for tomorrow. And the only reason why I'm ending in this a little bit sooner than I normally do is because my battery on my computer is about to go out. But you guys definitely have another reading today that I will be posting later because of that. And I apologize. Let's get your energy for today, not tomorrow. Today. Okay? Today. Tomorrow's a new day. At the bottom of the deck, fairy blessings. Can't wait to read that. Snake charmer. Do not, this is anybody, y'all. Do not share your thoughts and plans right now. Be watchful of those who are around you. Friends could be manipulative as shit. They could be liars and deceivers. They could be enemies that you ain't never thought that you have. Now, that is not to look at your friends in this weird way. That's not to be like, oh my God, she said friends, and now you side-eyeing your friend, and he or she's been everything to you. No, ma'am. This is people who you already know that's been a little flighty anyway. Now here, we already saw what that means, so just be mindful. Now the next one that's coming out is vendetta. Oh my God. Someone might deserve to be punished, but you're treading on dangerous grounds. I didn't say it. This is vindictive energy on trying to get back, and they're like, don't do it right now. I've already told y'all why you shouldn't do it. I already told y'all, like, that's going to be up to you. These are not the times to be playing around, not in these energies. Maybe 5 years ago, possibly. Even then, for some of y'all, it's probably not. But no, ma'am. Let everything play out, because they're going to get it anyway. They're going to get it anyway, because they shouldn't be doing it either. Here it says you may be angry. There'll be people who have been threatening you. But it says this could be conflict or wronged. It says, let me handle it. And you want to know how that can happen? I always tell y'all, I'd be like, give me the person's birthday and the time that they're, and I'll tell you when they're going to get it. And you let the universe handle them accordingly. That's it. Now you see how it told you, don't tread on those grounds, let me handle it, and then look at what happens afterward. Blessings. Because see, you're putting your energy in something that you shouldn't be putting your energy into. I get it. You want to bust. I get it. You already know my saying, man. Okay, I get it. But I am telling you, Right now, you cannot afford to do that. It says, expect something wonderful to be orchestrated by the divine intervention. Don't say that you have faith. Don't say that you are spiritual. Don't say that you're a spiritualist and you're doing everything but trusting the divine. Okay, because that's just phony energy. Here it says you will be rewarded, you will be gifted, you will be helped. There will be a joyful occasion to experience. Okay? Now, this is for today. You may be around somebody most likely at your job or someone who's pretending to be something that they're not. Don't try to lash back. This is back talk too. This is like one of those things you get into an argument with an employee, but the employer is on their side. You have to be smart about the way that you move. Don't get into any kind of like, I'm trying to get back today. Okay? There could be something that you may get today as well, or something you may receive today or tomorrow. We'll talk about tomorrow's energy tomorrow. But remember, this is today's energy. Okay? So either way, take a chill pill. Okay? I get it. Like y'all are untouchable, right? But not necessarily to the divine. So just be mindful. But this is what I have for you here. Taurus, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all of that is down below. I'm looking at my computer and the time is wrong. You guys literally had 36 minutes. Okay, good. I thought that I shortchanged you and I did not. All right, I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.